baisser les miens, un rire qui se perd sur sa bouche. Voilà le portrait sans retouche de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, qu'il me parle bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, l'a juré pour la vie. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat. Des nuits d'amour à plus finir, un grand bonheur qui prend sa place, les ennuis, les chagrins s'effacent, heureux, heureux à en mourir. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, qu'il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est toi pour moi, moi pour toi dans la vie. Tu me l'as dit, l'as juré pour la vie. Dès que je t'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat. La, 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 la.
Edith Piaf is remembered and revered as much for her exceptional voice as for her extraordinary life. Let's start at the very beginning in what was once one of the poorest parts of Paris, right here in Belleville.
Balayer les amours avec leur trémolo, balayer pour toujours, je repars à zéro.
December 1915, in a working neighborhood of Paris. The birth of Edith Giovanna Gassion, the future songbird Edith Piaf.
This is the house where Edith's parents lived. Legend has it that she was actually born here on the steps of the building. But when you do the research, you find she was born in a much less interesting place, the maternity ward of the Tenon Hospital, not far from here. But the story is so appealing that it endures.
All but abandoned by her parents during a troubled childhood, the young Edith began earning a living singing on street corners. At just 17, she gave birth to a baby girl who died of meningitis 2 years later. In 1936, she was discovered by a nightclub owner who nicknamed her La Môme Piaf, or Little Sparrow. That new moniker marked the beginning of her climb to stardom.
Starting in the years 1937-38 to 41, Piaf began doing big tours, then some theatre, including a piece by Jean Cocteau, and eventually film. Edith also launched the careers of several men in her life, notably Yves Montand, who was perhaps her greatest discovery.
Qu'est-ce qu'on attend pour se marier? L'année prochaine.
But her greatest love was the boxer Marcel Cerdan, with whom she had a high-profile affair. His death in a plane crash in 1949 sparked a deep depression and downward spiral for Piaf. She was seriously injured in a number of near-fatal car accidents and battled drug and alcohol abuse. While she privately struggled, her career was booming. Nearly 2 decades after La Vie en Rose, she hit gold again with I Regret Nothing, and a series of concerts at the Olympia in Paris.
In 1962, Edith Piaf married her second husband, Theo Sarapo, a Greek hairdresser turned singer and actor who was 20 years her junior. Half a century on, his sister, Christy Lhomme, laments the walks they took together in the Bois de Boulogne. And you used to walk here with Edith Piaf.
She liked it when it was quiet, when nobody was here to watch her. As soon people recognize her, she said, "Let's go, Christy." She loved her public, but she wanted to be in her privacy. She talked to me a lot about her little girl. And when she heard the children laughing and running, she said, "Let's go home, Christy. I cannot hear that." And I felt like to hug her and to take away from her that pain.
Que je récupère. Si vous étiez obligé d'arrêter de chanter, qu'est-ce qui se passerait? Oh, je vais dire un mot très horrible, mais je crois que je me suis dit.
Living and dying for song, that's the legacy of Edith Piaf. She died of liver cancer in 1963 at the age of 47 in her villa in the south of France. Her body was buried in the Père Lachaise cemetery in her hometown, Paris.
50 years after her death, even if not everyone knows her songs by heart, Edith Piaf has certainly not been forgotten. Her memory lives on in her throng of fans and collectors. Some were very young when she died, others were not even born. But that's not stopped them from wanting a piece of the Piaf legacy.
Here's the dress she wore during her season at the Olympia in '58. She performed in it 100 times.
2 generations after her death, Piaf is still a hit on the stage. In France, there are countless tribute shows.
C'est pas seulement ta gueule que j'aime, mais ton âme.
She's extraordinary in that her image and music are being used across the industry, in cinema, advertising, background music, and obviously songs too.
Who's that singing, sir? Edith Piaf. What's she so upset about? Her lover left her, but she still sees his face everywhere she goes. That would do it.
Leave me and go.
You don't seem to understand, Mr. Sider, that corporation that hired us. They won't accept failure.
Young performers from all sorts of musical backgrounds sing Piaf these days.
It's just like she sings to me every time I listen to her. I have the feeling that she's telling me a story of her. And that is something powerful. Not many artists have the capacity of doing that.
Je me fous du passé.
Her whole life was dedicated to living things truly and living her, everything was all about love. And especially here when she came in the States and lived this amazing love story with Marcel Cerdan. It was all about love.
Marchons, marchons, abreuve nos sillons.
Bravo! Bravo, merci.
She came from the streets of Paris.
Allez, venez, milord, vous asseoir à ma table.
De la rue aux Gernizes, voici la môme Piaf.
And survived using the only gift she had.
Je vais t'écouter tous les soirs chez Le Play, tu as beaucoup à apprendre.
Oh, t'es bien le premier qui me dit ça.
Articule. Reprends.
Ça n'existe pas, chante comme je parle.
Soit tu fais ce que je te dis, soit tu retournes d'où tu viens. Mais j'ai une salle qui attend, moi. Edith, t'as travaillé pour ça, tu m'as écouté, tu m'as plu. Redresse-toi.
Picture House proudly presents
Hold me close and hold me fast.
a true story
The magic spell you cast.
of the voice of a nation
Vous m'avez fait pleurer. Votre voix est comme l'âme de Paris.
whose talent would captivate the world.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Il faut que tu sois courageuse, Edith.
Vous devriez annuler ce concert, Madame Piaf. Faut jouer avec votre vie.
Et alors? Il faut bien jouer avec quelque chose.
C'est payé, balayé, oublié.
Je veux que tu sois à moi pour la vie.
Avec toi.
Mesdames et messieurs, Edith Piaf!
Certainement, ce qui est au cœur de l'histoire, au-delà d'Edith Piaf, mais dans ce que j'essaie de faire en tout cas, c'est de voir comment effectivement quelqu'un de fragile et quelqu'un qui a été abandonné comme ça plusieurs fois pendant son enfance peut arriver à surmonter tout ça et être, entre guillemets, devenir forte et devenir une personne à apprécier dans le monde entier. On peut apprécier les chansons d'Edith Piaf sans comprendre le français. N'importe qui peut être touché par la voix de Piaf. Ça s'adresse à